All right, here we are. Soul Society presents another episode of From the Soul. We in the place to be, Tyree Sports Bar with the world famous, internationally known Tyree T-Bird Foye. What's going on, my brother? How you doing today?
How you, man?
All good, all good. So, we've been, in the background, watching your grind, watching you come up, you know what I'm saying? Watch you really, put your blood, sweat, and tears into really building an empire, So it's been all love, all respect from the distance. And, we just wanted to sit down with you and just, get a little piece of you. So, first question I really want to ask is, who are you? How you see yourself? What do you see as, who you are in this world?
All right, see, that question is kind of deep.
Yeah.
I got a buddy of mine, Rakeem.
Yeah.
He always like to think real deep and real soulful about who you are. And me, I'm more than just a black man.
Right.
I am a man of all traits, characteristics. I see colorblind, meaning I feel like I am as equal to everyone else.
Right.
So if the next man can do it, I can do it, and so on and so on.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to say who I am, but I don't think I am who I am going to become.
No doubt.
You understand what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I'm still a work in progress.
For sure.
So if you ask me who was I would say I'm a work in progress.
No doubt.
That's who Tyree T-Bird Foye is.
I dig that.
All right,
So
you say you're not who you become yet, so where do you come from?
I come from the dirt. I come from New Bern, North Carolina. I was kind of raised in the projects, but not in the projects. Actually, I was raised across the street from the projects, but I was still raised in the projects.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So what did that do for you? How did that influence you?
Well, in the city of New Bern, there's really not much to look at or look up to.
Right.
So, actually, my whole time being in New Bern was wanting to get out of New Bern, wanting to be better than my surroundings in New Bern.
Right. So what brought you here to Jacksonville?
Well, my sister moved up here to Jacksonville, and I was in New Bern getting into trouble, wilding out, being all crazy, as some people from the past would still think of me and remember, But I moved up here to Jacksonville and stayed with my sister for a little while, went to Northwoods Park Middle School, still got in a little trouble there. And when I was in 9th grade, my mom moved up here. I moved back in with her.
Right.
And we was over there in Bryn Mawr, went to Northside High School.
Okay. Now, so what were some of your influences? What inspired you to? Because there's other things that got you to this step. What inspired you?
I am inspired by nice things. Some people, don't measure life off materialistic things and what you have and what you don't have, but I do.
Right.
If I've been seeing a lot of nice stuff, it's TV, it's all types of different cars in the city. I done been other places, I want to drive a Mercedes, I want to drive a Phantom, I want to drive the nicest car I can afford. I want to live in the biggest house I can afford. Not because I need it, because I want it. And why do you want it?
Just trying to leave your mark.
Because I want to have what I never had. You know what I'm saying? That's what really drive me. I don't quit even looking at the camera, man. That's what drive me, man. You know what I'm saying? My mom First of all, this where it all come from. Y'all can chop this video up how I go, whatever. My mom was real old when she had me. My sister is about, I want to say she's about 15 years older than me. So when she had her son, I was born too. So we all the same age. I watched them being raised, getting and receiving a lot of stuff that my mom wouldn't buy for me. You feel me? Like, I remember, I'll never forget, Tommy Hilfiger was, and this is the stuff that drive me, man. This is where it come from. Tommy Hilfiger had some jerseys. They look like hockey jerseys. Yeah. They all said Hilfiger across them, right? My sisters, I got a niece and I got a nephew. My niece 6 days older than me. We all the same age. They mom and them buying them Tommy Hilfiger. My mom and them still trying to buy me shoes from Pick and Pay. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So while they getting Jordans and they getting this and they getting that, I'm getting a little of that, but not just as much as them. You know what I'm saying? So I was always raised with, I feel like other people had more than me. You feel me? Now that I'm older, I understand my mom did the best she could do with me. You know what I'm saying? Bills is something that don't stop. They ain't gonna stop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I was a child, I didn't understand that. Now that I'm older, I understand that. So that's the things that drive me. I seen other parents, like, I don't know who your parent is or whatever, but maybe y'all ain't come from that. But in high school, the Marines, the kids that mom and dad was in the Marine Corps, they drove a nice car. Daddy had rims on his SUV and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, like, I wish my daddy could come pick me up from school in a truck like that, but he can't. So when I go pick my son up from school, I'm picking my son up in a truck like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all of that to make my son proud of me, because I wasn't always proud to say this is my dad or this is my mom or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wasn't always proud. My son always gonna be proud to say I'm his daddy. Respect. It's shit like that. Respect. You know what I mean? That make you go get it. So that's where it all come from. Like, again, my sister and them. My sister always worked hard, so she always had nice things. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you would say she was one of my role models. I did that. Because my sister always had this. Like, my sister got the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to get me some money, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to have some. Respect. You feel me? So it's all on the quality of life you want to live. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, people try to rank successfulness off what you got. But ain't that what it based off of?
Yeah, in a way.
Because you ain't got shit. Excuse the language.
It's all good.
But, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing, how you gon', what was successful about you? Because you got knowledge. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of smart bums in the world.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to be a smart bum. That's a fact. So it all depends on how you look at life. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing, not to cut you off, one thing I just, what I do respect about you is a lot of people, their means of, being successful or saying they successful is based on, what they wearing and what they got. But what I see of you as an entrepreneur, you try to turn your success into establishment, in the institution, in the business.
Right. I live every day trying to better myself for tomorrow. Them people that got them shoes and them clothes, that's all they got. Right. Is shoes and clothes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
like, you know what I'm saying?
Outside for the other people.
Right. That's shoes and clothes. Right. It's a lot of fly guys in Jacksonville that's walking.
A lot of fly guys.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of fly guys is walking. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing for a woman on a rainy day. Right. You feel me?
Right. But
call her to pick him up. Yeah, they fresh though.
Fresh though.
You know what I mean?
Everything.
They fresh though. You know what I mean? Got a bunch of clothes and know where to hang them.
Right.
You feel me?
But then someone that really trying to do some business stuff, they'll hate on that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because it's now I see why they say you have to surround yourself with like-minded people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you hang around these guys and all they talking about is getting fly, then what else is it? You know what I'm saying? And then how y'all getting fly? Okay, you making some money. How much money you making? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I can not pay. If I didn't have my car note, I go buy every Jordan come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From every city. You know what I mean? Right. Not copping this pair this time, that pair that time. I'm getting all of them all the time. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the time.
So what drove you to be so business minded?
I got to get it. The money. It's nothing else. Man, like sometimes I feel like DMX in the movie Belly. You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel just like him sometimes. Yeah. DMX just wanted the money. He was kind of crazy though, but it's all about the money.
Right.
That's what it's about. I mean, depending on how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some good wholesome brothers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure y'all want the money. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's really about
I ain't never had the money. I want the money. And I don't just want a little bit of money. I want a lot of money.
Gotta get it.
I did.
I want a lot of money. You ain't a boss until you can wake up making money.
And put some people in position.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wake up making money. Me, I like to think that I provide jobs for the community. So in reality, I'm a real boss. But you will never really hear me saying, yo, I'm bossed up, I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. Because everything I am, I don't need to tell people. It'll speak for itself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times I'm learning how to be quiet. Like all my life, people say I talk too much, I talk too loud. So it's a struggle for me to be quiet. And even when I'm quiet, I'm so loud they still think I'm talking, but I'm quiet.
Respect. Right.
I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing to people. You know what I mean? I work every day and hard too.
Respect. So all right, we see, you know what I'm saying, you had, you know what I'm saying, the different clubs.
The guy from earlier said, do we need to get an apron or do you have one?
No.
Hey, you don't need an apron.
See, from the soul, we don't cut stuff out like that, you know what I mean? Because we move so free.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
But we say you with the clubs, you know what I mean, stuff like that. What pushed you to restaurant business?
Y'all really want to know the truth about why I'm here right now?
The whole truth.
In this spot right now? I am here because when I was doing my little after party thing at Corner Pocket, I wasn't making no money. That was fine with people. You know, I wasn't making no money off of Corner Pocket, but I was doing enough to keep myself relevant because I knew I was working my way back into town. If you calculate my footsteps, I started probably about 15 miles out, about 10 miles down 258. You know what I'm saying? I had in sight that eventually I'm gonna move further. People said he couldn't have a place out there. People said he couldn't have a place out there where won't nobody get hurt. But when nobody got in trouble. Nobody was ever hurt at my place. I ain't never got in no trouble at that place. Stayed there for a whole year out there grinding in the sticks. On my own. BDE, Bird Dog Entertainment. Me and Mario. Moved from Corner Pocket, then to Faces. When I opened Faces, I was able to, I done had experience now. So I've learned some mistakes from the previous place. So I upgraded the place. I tried to upgrade the way I act. I tried to upgrade my appearance. You know, Kevin Gates, I was doing the after parties for every artist that was coming to the city. Not like the artist was coming to coming to my place. But if I am the only after party spot, then I am the official after party of any event. if I'm the only after hour spot. The guy from Alexander's blasted my post. I was on the flyer with Kevin Gates. I was just sitting on my name. You know what I'm saying? I never said Kevin Gates was going to be there. Alexander's, big corporation, been getting money for years, was so worried about my after party to where they wanted to sponsor my ad. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook. And say Alexander has no affiliation with Faces Lounge. There is no official after hour spot. There, like, you know, wouldn't try to blast me like I was false advertising. Right. Then they banned me from the club. For what? I didn't do anything. So right there, I said, wow. The black people want to pull you down. Your own people. And then the people that got the money want to step on your neck. You know? So I'm in between a rock and a hard place. Right then I said, man, this man trying to keep me down. These people want to see me down. They want to see me down. They want to see me down. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see me win. So the businessman that I am, with all my different businesses that I have, the dogs, haircutting, the after party spot, I put all my money together and went and found me a place that was nice enough, and I went all the way legit. That's why I'm here. Because as I thought I wanted to get a club, as I was searching for places, I said, you know what? I'm going to go bigger than a club. I'm going to get money 7 days a week, all day. And club if I want to, as an option, not because I have to.
Right.
So that's why I'm here.
Right, so you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, all the different jobs you do. How important is it for you to have multiple different streams of income?
It's very important. If you guys ever read any of those books, you know, they tell you got to have about 5-6 streams of income to get that million. You know, one ain't going to cut it.
Right.
Everybody out here that's working one job, struggling.
Right.
Want another job. Job wanting to be paid more. Well, it's only so many hours in a day. It's only so many jobs you can have. So what do? You boss up, create a job, and let somebody else work it. That's when you waking up in the morning to making money.
Right.
You feel me? That's how you do.
Right.
You go take your little bit of money that you made from your job and you go buy a hot dog stand. You get that hot dog stand, you put that man on that corner, you give him a job. Right. That man sell them hot dogs. Now you making hot dog money without selling no hot dogs. Right. You feel me?
You doing another job.
That's one way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one way.
I did. So the dogs your first, you know,
the dogs
entrepreneurs.
The dogs was really the first thing that I really stepped out on. You know, because like I had pit bulls. I'm doing all this work. These people only want to pay $150 for a pit bull. Everybody got pit bulls. You can find pit bulls everywhere. I'm going to go get something you ain't never heard of. I'm going to go get something you ain't got. You know, because I was blessed to be skilled in the barber trade. Saved up my money. I was never one to go buy a bunch of clothes. I'm stacking. You know what I mean? I'm stacking. You feel me? I was cutting so much hair, people thought I was selling dope. Cutting so much. You know what I'm saying? That's where it come from. You feel me? But as long as I was cutting hair, I was cool with everybody. It's a lot of barbers that make money but do a lot of different stuff with their money. As long as I was cutting hair, I was cool with people. The moment I began to want to do better, and I'm still the same. I'm the same way now that I always been. But I'm a lot wiser with a few of the choices that I make. You know what I'm saying? I done calmed down a little bit, but I'm the same person. It ain't nothing different. Not one thing. Same guy every day. You know, when I get a new car, I don't act different. You know what I'm saying? If I get another house, I don't act different. When I get some money, I don't act different. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same. You know?
So what, you may have already answered it throughout this conversation, but was it like a specific time point in life or a specific incident that was a major turning point that made you wake up to say like, yo, I gotta get my shit together and really like do what I need to do?
People die every day, B. And that's really just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever seen the old people that just got the new Benz? And you look at them and be like, why did they get that old car to die? You know what I'm saying? They work hard all their life. They be able to get a car like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work hard and I'm going to get one like that now. I ain't going to wait. It was a couple years ago, me and Foye, we was riding on I-95 coming back from New York. We hit a ditch and flipped 5 times. Before that, we had, I'll talk to her later. I got a little bit, whatever. No. I was on I-95. We hit a ditch. I fell asleep behind the wheel. We hit a ditch and flipped 5 times. One side of the highway to the other side of the highway. I grabbed the head and said, hold on. And we went to flipping 5 times. Everything we bought was laid all over the highway. I ain't had nothing but a broke leg. She had whiplash. We came back to Jacksonville. I went right back to work. I ain't missed a day. Cut hair with a broke leg sitting on the stool. You know what I'm saying? Splintered up. Because I got to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the work you put in today prepares for a better tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. A lot of young guys walk around here playing, thinking we got time. We don't have time to waste. You know, like when you were younger, they say look to the left and look to the right. Some of these people ain't gonna be here in 10 years. That has been true in every aspect of my life, and that's what people don't know about. I lost a baby. I lost my mama. I lost my daddy. I lost my sister. I lost my grandma. You know what I'm saying? I lost my favorite dog. You know what I mean? People don't know that. I lost my best friend, Shasha. You know what I'm saying? He was my boy when we were growing up. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them look to the left, look to the right. You know what I mean? You got Sharadney. He was my friend. Sharadney was my dog. Anybody that know me, know us from that Holiday City, Bryn Mawr area, me and Sharadney were like this. This man that made some bad choices throughout the time that me and him was like this. He's where he is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Tashir was like my big brother. Lived across the street from me in the same house that Shasha did. You know what I'm saying? None of these people that I was with around the time when I was doing most of my running are here now. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to get it. I'm building my legacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm building something for my son. Because so far as I think about it, in my mind, he ain't got nobody but me. He got his mom's side of the family. But so far as me, and my side of the family, all he has is me. So I put on for us. Every way. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I say, he gonna be proud to say, I'm his daddy.
So his name Tyree, right? You
Yeah.
named the place after him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all love and respect.
Yeah.
You know, and that's that generational wealth building mentality right there.
That's my boy.
You know
what I'm saying?
So, any last words, concluding you want to drop about, you know, Tyree's and where you at right now?
Okay. You guys can come out and support if you like, if you're willing to. And if you're not, I'm still going to keep on going. I'm still going to push forward. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other every day and keep on my path. I just hope you're there to join me. You know what I'm saying? Because win, lose, or draw, I'm going up. The reason why I'm not afraid of failing is because you have to fail first to be successful. anybody that is successful has failed before. So the way I look at it, this is supposed to happen. This is a bump in the road.
For sure.
You feel me? So I'ma just enjoy the ride.
Respect.
Either way.
Drop the number and the address for you, know what I'm saying? Anybody that might be looking to come and anybody far away, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What exactly the restaurant is for those who don't know.
For all the people, the address is 255 Wilmington Highway, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Don't let the address deter you from here. We are located right in the city limits, right beside the DMV. The number is 910-353-3818, and we deliver daily.
And Bird Dogs Entertainment and Soul Society coming together for the Tuesday's Truth. We start on January 24th, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it's gonna be like open mic, performing arts, spoken word, singing, live music. So that's gonna be going down, comedy. It's gonna be going down real major, you know. So we definitely gonna be putting on, you know, this partnership just the beginning. And, you know, we're going to start shaking up the city together, you know. So it was all love. Appreciate you bringing taking out some time of the day, you know, your busy boss man schedule. And, you know, that's it right there.
Respect.
Peace.
Peace.
Appreciate you guys.
For sure.